name's Tyler. Today we are going to talk about sustainable items that are worth the investment. The first sustainable swap that's worth it, I made this year and I wish I made it a long time ago. I wish that I had got a bidet way back when. I have heard people talk about bidets forever and I just was like, oh, that sounds interesting. But like once you use a bidet, your life is changed forever. When you have a bidet, it's like it gets you so clean. You feel like, have I not been clean this whole time? Like wiping with toilet paper alone it doesn't feel the same once you switch over to the bidet. And when I'm traveling, which I am now, I'm at places and staying at places that don't have bidets, and I'm just like, I cannot wait to get back home and go back to my bidet. Or when I'm out and about, I'm like, I wish I had a bidet. So it's really interesting like how much, like I've been with the bidet for a very short period of time, but I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a long lost love that I didn't know I needed. So I was gifted a bidet by Tushy. That's one I have. It's like an add-on to my toilet. And I live in a 600 square foot apartment. I've heard horror stories where bidets like break the toilet. So I don't know much about that. But when we installed the bidet, my husband installed it. It was very easy. It was very quick. It didn't break anything. And I feel like when people come and visit us, even though our apartment's small and not a luxury apartment in any way, means or necessary, any means necessary, that's what I'm trying to say, people have a luxury experience when they come over because they get to use that little bidet, they get to twist that little knob, and it is a game changer. I actually have a discount code, I think, for the bidet if you want to add one into your life. So I'll put it in the description box, and everything I mentioned in the video will be in the description box today. But that's the first one. The next thing that I think is worth it, sustainable luxury items, are getting a really nice luxury designer bag. And no, by no means is that something you need per se, right? But it's something that will be long lasting. You can pass down generation to generation. I feel like it's a good investment because the pieces are so well made. And I have a Coach bag that my mom gave me that she got in high school. I use it all the time. It's in great condition and I'm hoping to pass it down to my daughter. And then you can always resell those bags in the future, which is why I think it's a good investment. And they'll probably be worth a lot. They'll be considered vintage depending on when you sell it or how old the bag is. But designer items are very expensive, right? So they don't have to be the retail price for these. You gotta buy secondhand. You gotta buy something that's been authenticated. This video is actually sponsored by the Nobo. They are an online marketplace that specializes in luxury goods. They're based in San Francisco, and you can buy, sell, and swap luxury authenticated goods. They have a beautiful selection of items, and they recently launched a swap feature. So we're going to actually be swapping some shoes today, and you can swap the items and then get a credit to use for something of equivalent value. So I have these beautiful Valentino shoes, these heels that I bought for my wedding. These are going to be my something blue, but they're not really even that blue, but they were way too small when I bought them. So I'm going to list these on the website. We'll do that in a little bit. And then I'm having an Instagram giveaway with them, and we are giving away this beautiful YSL wallet. It feels so good. The quality is amazing. So we're going to be giving this away to a lucky member, and then here's their cute little tag. But yeah, a luxury bag, a luxury wallet, something like that. It's going to be long lasting and totally worth the investment. And then I'll show you how we'll swap in a second. Okay. My third thing that's worth the investment is getting a water machine. So where I live, I only have access to tap water. I don't have a filtered water thing in my sink or like the reverse osmosis, is that what it's called? I don't even know. I was buying gallons and gallons and gallons of water and spending a ton of money, and using plastic all the time is very wasteful, like buying gallons and gallons or just buying singular water bottles, but you have to drink water. So I bought the Primo water machine. It has paid for itself 10 times over. Oh my gosh, the 5-gallon things of water I buy, I think it's $1.80 for 5 gallons of water. And it's way cheaper than buying all these water bottles back to back to back. It's way more sustainable because you only have one big jug. So they have an exchange system where you can exchange the jugs, and so they don't go to waste. They end up sanitizing them and then reusing them and putting them back into the circular economy. Okay, so let me list these items. Okay, so we're going to list the item to swap. You can also sell on this app as well. So we're going to list the item to swap. We're going to select the category. This is a women's shoes. These are evening shoes. The brand is Valentino. And it's going to have you upload 9 photos. So we're going to just take pictures of different angles where I'm holding it for them to see. And then there's a little bit of like a little discoloration in the front. So we're going to take a picture of that so they can see. I just feel like the more photos, the better. I'm going to take a picture of the brand on the inside of the shoe. So product title, we're going to call these the Valentino kitten heels. The material is like a, I don't know what material this is. It feels like it's almost a, we're gonna say it's a canvas. The color is, they claim it's blue, but it's really like a purpley color. It's like a periwinkle. I'm gonna put blue. Size is 40. It's about 2 inches. Okay. So width is regular. Year purchased, I bought this in 2020 for my wedding and didn't end up wearing it. Or was that 2022? Yeah, I bought this in 2022 for my wedding, but didn't end up wearing them. We're gonna put they're gently used, no box, no smoking, pet free, yes. Dust bag included. We'll sell, what, 67, we'll sell them for, let's say we'll do $68. Thank you, the Nobo will review. Oh, I forgot to put my receipt on there, but that's okay. All right, so that process is very easy. Now it says the Nobo will review your product and notify you within 48 hours. If your swap product is approved through the virtual review, we will provide a shipping label to send your item to headquarters for in-person authentication. And then they're going to provide me a prepaid label so I can then ship these items to someone who will hopefully be able to fit these and wear them and love them and have these long lasting in their closet. But yeah, it's a really great feature. This is brand new, so get your stuff listed early so that way you can swap with others and have a whole new wardrobe just from swapping items. It's like a clothing swap but online, which is so fun. I love clothing swaps. The next thing I think is worth the investment is getting a bike. A bike is so much fun to ride. It's so good for the environment because you don't have to get into a car to go a really short distance sometimes. I know people who ride bikes for miles and miles and miles. I'm not quite there yet, but to be able to go on my bike and like to go get boba to the boba shop that's not super far, like that is so nice rather than getting in a car and going to the boba shop or like having to walk and go to the boba shop because it's a longer walk. The bike just cuts the time in half. It's better for the environment. And I am from Las Vegas, which is a very heavy car city. I'm also living in LA, which is very heavy on cars. But to be able to go and weave in and out of your community on a bike, it's like you get to see the community in a different way. It's really like exhilarating, like having the wind blowing, and it's really nice to just kind of ride through the neighborhood and get a little bit of workout. So I really think if you are maybe wanting to drive less or wanting to get a little more active, get yourself a bike. It is just really nice to have. The last thing we're going to say is worth the investment is buying quality pieces. So I really find that whether you're thrifting or if you're buying, online or buying in a retail shop, like try to get pieces that are going to be long lasting. This is similar to what I was saying about like the luxury designer items. A long lasting clothing item that is well made, like something that's made from maybe a natural material, something that's really good quality, those items are worth the investment. Sometimes they cost a little bit more than, like a fast fashion company, like a $5 t-shirt versus, an $80 t-shirt. Price doesn't always indicate better quality, but if you look at the tag, look at the materials, look if it's like cotton, look if it's linen, like look for natural materials. I'll put some of the natural materials on the screen so you have an idea of what to look for. Even just touching and feeling the items, you could feel what feels like it's going to get a hole after a wash or two, or what feels like it's going to last for generations. And sometimes it's not even an investment because you can get them from the thrift store for a good price, but just having that mindset, like you're investing in this item, you're not going to throw this piece away. You're going to, even if you spend $10 on the item at the thrift store, you know that you bought a piece that is going to be long lasting. So I think that's a really good investment. And then a bonus investment that is like a sustainable luxury investment is investing in yourself, investing in caring for yourself. This is something that unfortunately costs a lot of money in America where we live, but like really investing in your health, going to your doctor's visits, having that insurance. Like, I am so thankful I have a 9 to 5 job that I get decently priced insurance. And I know that's not the case for everyone. I know a lot of people who are self-employed who just don't have insurance, but health insurance specifically is what I'm talking about. It is so worth it. I've been dealing with some health issues right now. I'm in the process of getting it figured out. They don't know if I have, they're trying to see what type of autoimmune disorder I have, is basically the gist of what's going on with me. I'll share more when I get more information. But me being able to go to my doctor's visits and not worry about getting a crazy bill after getting like 5 MRIs, like this whole thing, like that is such investment that is so worth it. So if you can invest like your health and sustaining your life and your quality of life is very important. So those are my 5, but bonus 6 things I think are worth the investment in the sustainability space. So let me know if I missed anything. Let me know if you invested in anything that was worth it. And let me know if you invested in anything that you're like, ooh, I shouldn't have spent my money on that. Be sure to check out the Nobo. I'll put the information in the description box down below, and also enter the giveaway to get this beautiful YSL wallet. I hope you win. Whoever's watching this, I hope you win. I know only one winner could be, and I'm talking to you. You're the winner. So yeah, make sure you do that, and then be sure to become the Nobo Insider. So I'll put a link to there too, so you can get like all the fun updates and stuff. And you can have an account where you can sell your own items, you could buy, you could shop, you could do all the fun things. All right, I feel like that's everything I wanted to say. I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.